In praise of federal workers. Praising federal employees isn't fashionable right now, but as someone who has spent my career in public service, I think it's time someone did praise them. There's never been a more demoralizing time to be a federal worker. We've been called lazy, incompetent, and part of a secret deep state conspiracy. We've been blamed for policies we don't set, budgets we don't control, and decisions we don't make. And now we're being accused of refusing to work, a claim that's not only misleading, but verifiably false. Let's set the record straight. Every federal employee, regardless of rank or job title, takes an oath of office, a fact that many Americans don't realize. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That oath means something. It means we don't work for a political party. We don't swear allegiance to a president. We serve the Constitution and, by extension, the American people. We take our jobs seriously, not because we have to, but because we believe in the work we do. Federal workers aren't America's enemies. Ask a fish and wildlife refuge manager how much they love their job, and they'll talk your ear off about conservation. Talk to a patent examiner, and you'll walk away knowing more about intellectual property law than you ever thought possible. And let's be honest, do you really want nuclear material couriers, the people transporting nuclear weapons across the country, to be working for a private company whose bottom line is profit? Or do you want them to be highly trained public servants who have sworn an oath to protect this country? Yet, despite all this, federal employees have become an easy target. The myth of lazy bureaucrats who won't return to work. One of the most damaging and dishonest narratives circulating right now is that federal employees are refusing to return to the office. That's not what's happening. Before COVID, many agencies had pre-existing telework agreements, agreements that balanced productivity and public service. When agencies reopened, they didn't leave workers at home indefinitely. They created hybrid models based on agency needs and public demand. The reality? Federal employees have been back in their offices for years. And here's the kicker. Despite all the criticism, public satisfaction with federal services is at a 7-year high. The American public is more satisfied with government services than ever. According to the 2024 American Customer Satisfaction Index, citizen satisfaction with federal government services has increased for 4 consecutive years, reaching its highest point since 2017. Citizens are happier with government efficiency and service clarity. Customer service satisfaction remains high at 78%. Agencies like the Office of Personnel Management and Department of Homeland Security scored among the highest. Is government perfect? No. Can it be improved? Absolutely. But the idea that federal workers are failing the American people is simply not true. The bigger picture. Trust in government is low, but that's not on the federal workforce. Here's something surprising. While trust in the federal government has dropped to 23%, support for a nonpartisan professional civil service remains overwhelmingly high. 91% of Americans say competent civil servants are critical to democracy. 87% support a merit-based system over political appointments. Only 27% think the president should have the power to fire civil servants at will. The real problem isn't the workforce. It's the system that undermines their ability to serve. Congress underfunds agencies. Hiring freezes create staff shortages. Budget delays stalls critical services. Federal employees aren't failing the system is failing them. It's easy to mock government workers. It's easy to call them lazy, useless, or part of some deep state conspiracy. But here's the thing. The system you rely on every single day doesn't run on magic, it runs on them. So the next time you turn on the tap and trust your water is clean, grab food from the grocery store without worrying if it's safe, or see a wildfire stopped before it swallows a town whole, remember that just didn't happen. Someone made that happen. And if you're still convinced that federal workers are the problem, fine. But ask yourself, who benefits when you believe that? Because it sure as heck isn't you. Maybe it's time we stop punching down and start paying attention.